Welcome and good day, everyone. How are you today? Welcome back to another match for the Unofficial Amiibo Smash League Season 3. Before I continue, I'd like to remind everybody to support Nintendo and their affiliates, because without them, we wouldn't have the game, let alone the Amiibo that we're battling it out with today. Alright, so let's go ahead and introduce our first challenger here today in this match. Coming from the Pokemon group, here he is, Lucario. Lucario is a tough opponent, and he'll be battling against another tough opponent also from the Pokemon group. The Pokemon Trainer. Alright, so they will be battling it out on a randomly selected stage and have 4 lives each. So let's see if that extra life from usual will give either of these two characters an advantage or disadvantage in this match. Lucario versus Pokemon Trainer. Alright. Looks like it is a fairly balanced match here so far. Now the thing about the Pokemon Trainer is can change between 3 different Pokemon. You have Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. Charizard hits the hardest, Squirtle's the fastest, and Ivysaur is kind of like right there in the middle. Looks like Lucario knocks out Pokemon Trainer for the first hit knockout of the match. If I remember correctly, Lucario, the higher his damage percentage, the more his special attacks do damage. So, being at 100% may seem like a disadvantage for Lucario, but based on his ability, it can be just as favorable. I mean, Pokemon Trainer is already close to 100%. Switching back to Charizard. That Pokemon Trainer is now over 100%. And Lucario has managed to get that damage to bypass what it was. So Lucario already has a 1 life advantage. Both characters at 140%. Looks like Pokemon Trainer finally knocked Lucario out, but the damage has been done already over 140%. Knocked out at 151% on that second life, so Pokemon Trainer is on that second life. Stage looks like it is fairly balanced. So that way, both characters are pretty much just battling it out, one character's skill versus the other. And that's usually what I prefer on stages, so that way we can see the competition, and you really know which character, wins in the conflict. Both characters battling it out on or near the edge. Lucario is over 100% and gets knocked down to that second life. Will Pokemon Trainer be able to come back in this match? Hard to say, but Pokemon Trainer is close to 100%. But Lucario missed with that charged smash attack. I think Squirtle out of the three probably seems to be doing fairly well. Oh, and look at that. Pokemon Trainer manages to knock Lucario down to the final life. And it looks like Pokemon Trainer took that advantage that Lucario had early on away. Now Pokemon Trainer, yes, maybe at 145, but that's on the second of last live. And it looks like the Pokemon Trainer manages to win by knocking out Lucario. So what was thought to have Lucario was thought to have an advantage early on. It looks like Pokemon Trainer, utilizing the three different Pokemon in her arsenal, definitely made it count and was able to walk away with the victory, with Lucario only getting 2 knockouts against the Pokemon Trainer. Match taking 4 minutes and 10 seconds. We're going to scroll through some of these stats real quick. Alright. Whoop. Well, I'm going to call them out like I usually do. So it looks like the damage given by Lucario, 383%, 522% for Pokemon Trainer. Damage taken for Lucario, 528%, and damage taken for Pokemon Trainer, 401%. No damage recovered. Peak damage for Lucario, 164%, 151% for peak damage on Pokemon Trainer. Launch distance for Lucario, 541 meters, 402 meters for Pokemon Trainer. Ground time for Lucario, 75, and 89 for Pokemon Trainer. The air time for Lucario, 170, and the air time for Pokemon Trainer, 155. Both characters having the average hit percentage, with Lucario at 33% and Pokemon Trainer at 34%. The ground attacks for Lucario, 26, and 27 for Pokemon Trainer. The number of air attacks for Lucario is 96, and the number of air attacks for Pokemon Trainer is 104. The number of smash attacks for Lucario is 11, and 21 smash attacks for Pokemon Trainer, which those smash attacks were probably the deciding factor in this matchup. Edge grabs for Lucario, 14, and 11 for Pokemon Trainer. Lucario had 1 projectile, and Pokemon Trainer had 2. The maximum launch speed for Lucario, 1,095 kilometers per hour, and 693 kilometers per hour for Pokemon Trainer. Lucario had a 10-second time for the longest drought, and 7 seconds for Pokemon Trainer. Alright, another exciting match here between Lucario and Pokemon Trainer here on the second day of matches. To remind everybody to support Nintendo and their affiliates, and if you like the content, go ahead and give it a nice thumbs up. And if you want to see more content such as this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you get notified when new content is available. Also, if you do decide to leave a comment, make sure you do so in a respectful manner, because we want to keep this family friendly after all, so everyone can enjoy. Thank you once again for watching, and have a wonderful day.